A lot of news today. Bitcoin is going to 100K, everyone is saying. The analysts, as always. Trump, specifically Melania Trump, has praised Bitcoin on its birthday, essentially. Well, the trading birthday. So, exciting stuff. Started to go up a little bit. We had Solana suffering another DDoS attack, and of course, you know, its first anniversary, its first trade was 13 years ago on this day. And what else? Oh, that's right, Brian Armstrong. That's why you're here, folks. Coinbase. You're here because Brian Armstrong has purchased a pretty lavish house. I mean, it's in Los Angeles, and it's $133 million. This guy is a billionaire, so he can afford it. And all the comments are like, oh, he's paying for it with all those crazy, exuberant Coinbase fees. Listen, Brian, I'm still upset that you banned me. If you just kept me on your platform, I probably would have left regardless, because all the times you guys closed down the servers, server maintenance. Oh yeah, that's why you're pocketing so much money. I mean, who buys a $133 million mansion besides like sheiks and billionaires? And that's it. I mean, those are the only two, like oligarchs. That's oligarch level money. You know how much stuff you could buy for $133 million? That's enough money that's generational wealth right there. And we're talking about, this guy has billions. And he's still going to make a lot more. He is going to have $100 billion probably by the end of his life. Maybe even 200 to 300 billion. I'm telling you, this is crazy. Because if Bitcoin gets to $200,000, like, you know, these billionaires, these crypto billionaires, they're going to hold massive power. They're going to be like the next Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. You know that 100%. And of course, some of us are going to be millionaires, and that's pretty cool too. But, and let's be real. I mean, we'd probably do the same. I'll be honest. I was blowing money when I was making good money with crypto. And if I was making billions of dollars, yeah, I'd be buying some real estate. Now, when you start to getting into like LA mansions and stuff that's like 20 million and above, because the prices over there are crazy. But in normal parts of the world, anything that's like over a couple million, that's a place that you can't really rent out, because almost no one's going to pay you unless it's for like a specific movie set or a shoot, or some other billionaire couple wants to stay for a week. And sometimes you can make it big with those houses. Other times you lose big because no one can really afford it. And if you spice it up too much, if you personalize it too much, the market is so low. Like, there's only probably like 200 people that could actually purchase that one, and out of that, like, half of them won't like it, and the other half, it's like, well, not for that price. And that's sometimes why you see LA mansions that were originally listed for like 90 million selling for like 10, which is insane. But anyways, he doesn't care. Even if he loses big on it, he doesn't care. This is a power move. So who did he buy it from? I mean, $133 million. Let's take a look at some pictures. Yeah, I mean, usually I don't really care to put in pictures in my videos, but I mean, let's take a look. So this property was purchased a while back by Mr. Hideki Tomita. He was a Japanese entrepreneur. He purchased it for $85 million, and now he's selling it for $133. Whoa, look at that flip. He's getting some whips. So, obviously Brian could afford it, because as of November, he had a net worth approximately $14.7 billion, because he owns quite a bit of Coinbase. And remember that IPO? Some people are saying they got scammed by that IPO. Oh yeah, he cashed out. He cashed out big. He's making moolah. And even if you don't cash out at those levels, you can get any loan you want in the world. I mean, you show someone you have $15 billion in your bank account, you can get a loan for $100 million. I mean, come on. No one's going to say no. I mean, you can just use your name. There have been poor billionaires who have lost their entire wealth, and they're still able to make millions of dollars by just using their name. I mean, if you're like a Vanderbilt, well, I know Vanderbilt's like, they lost all their wealth nowadays, but back then, if you said you were a Vanderbilt, or like a for real Rockefeller or Carnegie, and by for real, I don't mean like Dale Carnegie. I mean like actual, Carnegie stuff. And Dale, I know he renamed himself. So if you didn't rename yourself, if you were a legitimate billionaire, you're able to get money. So before that, the mansion was owned by the family of one of the founders of Seagrams. So it's those beverages, those darn beverage companies like ginger ale and tonics and whatever. And yeah, I guess that's a lot of money to be made from the business. So Brian Armstrong is one of the world's richest crypto billionaires, and pretty much anybody who founded a major cryptocurrency exchange is well up there. So the property is 19,000 square feet. That's pretty big. That's huge. And it also has a 6,600. Yeah, so this guest house is larger than most people's mansions. Like most people have like a 4, 5, 6,000 square foot mansion. Some people might get up to 8,000. There's people in my area that have like 10,000 square foot, but those are like lakefront properties. So my area, I mean, it's a pretty big. It's not a city, it's a town, but we have, you know, normal houses for a couple 100,000. Like that's the low level, and then you've got the houses for like 10 million, and even some for 15, 20 million. But that's like generational wealth right there. And most of these people have generational wealth, or they're just the new tech startup billionaires. So that's insane. Just the guest house itself is 6,600. There's a theater, there's a pool, there's a 2-story dining room. I mean, that's insane. I'm sure Brian's storing his Bugattis and Koenigseggs inside, you know. What would you do with that amount of money? If you had 15 billion, what would you do? I tell you what, first off, you know, I'm going to stay humble here. Regardless of whatever pleasures I'd like to purchase, this is a no lie. I hate tinnitus. I would try and cure it because there's millions of people suffering it. And I am selfish. I'll be honest. I am selfish, but because of that selfishness, if I had money, because I'd want my own ears to be healthy, I'd probably help out millions of other people with this terrible disease. But after that, yeah, I'd be buying mansions. I don't know if I'd buy this type because that's, you know, these are huge. Like, let's be real. Who's going to be cleaning that? Yeah, you have to pay for cleaning services, but I don't want that. I really wouldn't want that. I'd rather get a bunker. I'd rather be bunkered away. No, seriously, I'd rather get an island far away from all these people. And there is an island that I really like for 10 million. So if I'm ever a crypto multimillionaire, I'm definitely buying that island. But yeah, what would you do with 15 billion? I would go to space as well. That's another thing. I'd cure tinnitus, so my ears would be healthy enough to go into space. I just want to go into space for like a day or two and just see what it's like. I mean, tickets are probably millions of dollars right now, like when all those people went up with Jeff Bezos. So anyways, thanks so much for watching. This was pretty crazy. I saw it. I was like, wow, that's inspirational. But he made money off of a company. I don't blame him. I do blame Coinbase, though, for being a little bit, you know, it's probably him and executives and other people who made it not a great company. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day. See ya. Peace.